Hi, everybody. Welcome to Zenkuda Community. I am Georgia Rose, and today I want to talk about the full moon in Scorpio, which is coming up on April 23rd. Could be April 24th where you live. It depends. Where I am on the East Coast of the United States, it's actually happening in the evening of April 23rd. So it is a full moon in Scorpio, Sun is in Taurus, and this particular full moon is squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So I want to talk about that today, give you an idea of what to expect on this full moon, how to best use the energy for guidance in your life, and what to expect. So let's jump right in. Full moon chart is pretty interesting because we also have on April 20th that conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus that happened right before this full moon, or is happening before this full moon on April 20th. So we've got a lot of Taurus energy coming in once the sun goes into Taurus. So this particular full moon, you're going to see, and you'll actually be able to see it on this slide. The moon is at 4 degrees of Scorpio. So look at your chart and see where Scorpio is, because you will be affected if you have any planets in Scorpio. Or if you're a sun, moon, or rising Scorpio, you're really going to feel this. And of course, the sun just went to 4 degrees of Taurus in this particular full moon configuration, which means that both the sun and the moon are squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So what does that mean? Well, let me tell you a little bit about the energy and what to expect from the Taurus and Scorpio energy in our charts this week with the full moon coming up. So when I decided to put together this presentation, I was thinking about how I could really demonstrate the full moon energy and what the Scorpio and Taurus energy feels like. So Scorpio energy is an energy of transformation and growth, but it speaks to us a lot about what we're attached to and what our soul truly wants to merge with. In evolutionary astrology, which I practice, Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto, and it's squaring Pluto in this full moon configuration. But Pluto is our soul in evolutionary astrology and what the soul's intention is. So wherever Scorpio is in energy is in your chart, it deeply speaks to that. So I chose this picture because it really depicted for me our ability to look at something. And, maybe when we look at these hands, we could think it's two people letting go of each other or coming apart. And maybe that gives us a little bit of anxiety, that separation anxiety we have. We have to let go of an attachment to something or someone. The other hand, we can come to this picture and see two people coming together, their hands touching for the first time, their energy merging into each other, like a soulmate relationship. Really depends on what we think about how we see this picture. Well, we can kind of think about Scorpio energy in two ways. Scorpio energy can come into our lives and transform us. When we see what attachments we have, Scorpio will reveal those, especially in a full moon like this, where it's squaring Pluto. It's going to come in and reveal our fears, our attachments, maybe the things that we're attached to that are holding us back from reaching our full potential. Scorpio is about living life through death. And what that means is that the Scorpio archetype is very much like the fall, when the leaves all fall off the trees and they decay, but they go into the ground to create a metamorphosis, so to speak, a regrowth. They become fertile soil, right, for other plants to grow. Just like very often in the Scorpio archetype, we use the analogy of the caterpillar becoming a butterfly. Well, the caterpillar is in that chrysalis. It feels safe. It wants to preserve itself. It's going into the unknown. It doesn't know what's going to happen. It doesn't know it's going to become a butterfly. It's just in a state of transformation that doesn't understand yet. Sometimes that's how Scorpio energy plays out in our chart. In this full moon, the Scorpio energy is going to play out just like that, where we're standing in a place and maybe we have fears that come up and it will reveal things that we maybe need to shed or let go of in order to really reach our full potential. It's almost like the smoke from a fire. We don't want it to get in our eyes, but we still want the fire to burn through the debris, the rubbish. So I picked this quote by William Hannon. I know this transformation is painful, but you're not falling apart. You're just falling into something different with a new capacity to be beautiful. And you see this beautiful phoenix rising above someone who's maybe cowering in fear or looking to preserve themselves in an area of stability or false sense of security. So Death in life is Scorpio energy. It's what we must reveal, what's buried, to grieve it, resolve it, let go of it, so that we can bring it into the light. That's Scorpio energy, and it does that through transformation, just like the caterpillar in the chrysalis. After a while, it comes out into the light and becomes that butterfly. So in this full moon, we may be emotional. We may be dealing with some things that are really kind of hidden in our vault that we want to bring out to the light because we can heal them once and for all, especially coming off a North Node and Chiron conjunction, which we just had. So when we apply Scorpio energy in our life, we really have to feel it in our body. This isn't an intellectual energy. It's an energy that's felt in the somatic response and the body response. And really, we need introspection and stillness to do that. So one of the things I suggest is becoming introspective in this energy, leading up to the full moon, 3 days before and 3 days after. Where are your core fears? Where are the core things that you procrastinate on? Where are the things that you need to let go of? What's outmoded, dead, decayed, no longer of use to you in your life, just holding you back from your full potential? And where do you need to let go of those attachments in order to merge with new growth and new transformation? Again, just like the caterpillar letting go of that chrysalis and becoming a butterfly. So now the sun is in Taurus. It's the axis of that Scorpio Taurus energy, and that plays a really big part in this full moon. Taurus is about our self-preservation. It's about our own personal resources and how we can use them to really reach our full potential in life. But what happens in the Taurus archetype is we play these self-preservation scripts, these things that we do to protect ourselves, preserve ourselves from ever really using our own resources to go out into the unknown. You see that theme? Scorpio and Taurus are both a lot about the unknown and stepping into those places. So what happens with Taurus energy is a lot of times we want to stay in the security, the stability, pull the blanket over our head, so to speak, keep running the same scripts and keep doing the same things and having the same complexes rule our life because we feel a false sense of security there, but we don't know it's false. So this moon will bring up some of those things, take us out of those disillusionments, those illusions of security in order to reveal our own natural resources and our hidden gifts so that that Scorpio full moon energy brings out what's buried, brings out what's hidden in order to bring us into a light of full potential. It's not going to be an easy transition, but that's the way the energy works. And I love this picture because here you have someone who looks like they've let go, they've surrendered, and they're reaching for all these beautiful positive things and life forces, their brain, their inner resources, their solar light, their wisdom, and reaching for all those things to merge with, to put down these beautiful roots of stability, like Taurus is all about, that earth sign, that stability. So in this full moon in Scorpio, with the sun in Taurus, we want to access our own resources, let go of those things that we tell ourselves we're doing just to protect ourselves, those scripts that we run in order to preserve ourselves, release them and let go of them, and reach for the light, bring things into the light, to reach for what we haven't before, find a new way and let go of the old way. Scorpio is there to teach us that. So when we apply Taurus energy where the sun is in our life, it's also about introspection. It's about asking ourselves, what do I fear? What holds me back? And what are my natural resources that I have within myself that can bring me the stability I'm trying to find from my outer world? And remember, our self-preservation comes from within us. That's the things that this full moon is going to bring out. The Scorpio energy revealing truth, bringing it to light. We're standing in a field of maybe dead grass. As you see in this picture, things have become brown, no longer green and nurturing and full of life. And if we can just walk out of those things that maybe we feel safe in, even though they're outmoded, they're outgrown, they're dying, and go through that beautiful door where the light is revealed to us, that Scorpio transformation where the light is behind the door, but we're afraid to open it. And then we have Taurus, where the sun is, telling us to find our stability within, let go of those old, outmoded, outdated, dead self-preservation things that we tell ourselves, those scripts we run to keep ourselves safe, not living life to the fullest, not coming into our full potential. In short, this Scorpio full moon is coming in here to reveal the core desire of our soul. And if you look at this picture, we come through the water of Scorpio, the depth where things were revealed to us. And if we climb the stairs to find the light behind the door, reveal the new place, go forward, take the next step, there's beautiful, beautiful new energy waiting on the other side of that. Just like that caterpillar, if he stayed in the chrysalis, he'd never know he was a butterfly. It's the same with us on this beautiful Scorpio moon. So ask yourself what is hidden. Ask yourself these questions. What makes you procrastinate? What's holding you back? Is there an energy in Taurus that is keeping yourself preserved to the point where you no longer grow? Are you frozen in that time? Do you believe you deserve it? Our self-worth oftentimes is tied into those self-preservation mechanisms that we are attached to. What are you attached to? Is your attachments telling you that you're not good enough, or you don't deserve it, or you don't have something important to say, that you shouldn't go out in the world and say, I am here, I exist. I want to merge with something beautiful and feel connection. And are those things true? Or are they just an illusion keeping you preserved in a bubble, in a chrysalis, always a caterpillar? What does your soul really want to merge with? That's what Scorpio is asking you. Letting go of those Taurus scripts of self-preservation to find your own stability within, your own resources, reveal what your fears are, know that they are not true, and go into the beautiful transformation and growth of Scorpio. What do you need to let go of? What makes you procrastinate, put things off? Do you believe you deserve those things that you want to do? And what is blocking you from what your soul wants to merge with? So ask yourself, what's the self-preservation scripts that you run? Where in your life can you really come in and find your own Scorpio energy to harness that beautiful warrior within, that courage, that valor that Scorpio tells us not to be afraid. Go into the depth, that you're okay because you have the stability of the earth and the sky to support you. And there's a couple of other things that are happening in this full moon that I want to show you as well. And I'm going to share my screen and I want to show you the chart because this chart has a couple of aspects. Not only that square to Pluto in Aquarius, which is telling us to get rid of the structures that no longer serve us and go into the new frontier, the new way of doing things, emerge from those depth of fear and emerge from those attachments, let them go, to merge with the new way, be a pioneer in the new way, and find our unique individualization. That's really what this full moon is about, and it's very powerful. We have this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus happening right before the full moon. And Pluto is in the sign that's ruled by Uranus. And Uranus is an energy of sudden, unexpected change that also rules our subconscious. Pluto is the soul, and Uranus is our subconscious. And when Uranus things happen, like a conjunction with Jupiter, which is expanding the energy of Uranus, sudden, unexpected changes can occur. And in this energy, it's all about our awakening. It's revealing what's holding us back, those things that really block us from our full potential, our full awakening. And it's telling us, don't be afraid, go into those things and release them. We have a way to make an identity now that is more secure and more stable in that Taurus energy of our own personal resources. And realizing that's where our self-preservation comes from. Uranus and Taurus here in a conjunction. And a conjunction is when two planets come together and they talk to each other and have an amplification of their energy. It's kind of like Uranus was sitting there in Taurus and all of a sudden Jupiter came in and sat on their lap. And Uranus says, hey, Jupiter, how are you doing? And Jupiter says, hey, hey, Uranus, you feel pretty good here in Taurus. You're very stable. I've come to expand you. And so whatever Uranus and Taurus has been working on, Jupiter comes in to expand that energy. And themes in Taurus are financial markets, money, real estate, food, anything that's stable that comes from the earth. And also that Taurus house, that Taurus energy is also our value system. So we're getting things revealed in this full moon in order to be able to really zone in on our soul's desire, Pluto in Aquarius, with our value system and where those things are going to change and become new. So it sounds like a really lot of energy, But basically, in short, what the cosmos are telling us is let go of your fear, use the energy that we have right now available to us to release those attachments that are not good for us, the negative attachments that hold us back, the relationships that make us feel not good enough, the structures, the environments that we function in not to our full capacity, and allow our soul to really come in from within, grow, and tell ourselves that our stability is from within, that Scorpio is here to reveal to us how we can really fly like a butterfly. And in this full moon, we have a great deal of energy that can help us really heal all those bad attachments and negative things that are causing us to struggle and feel non-functional, to feel stressed because we're working against things that aren't for our full potential, that don't fully support the agenda our soul has for us, the intention in this lifetime. So I'm wishing you all full moon blessings. What I suggest for this full moon is maybe writing down about those attachments that you want to release, things that you know are holding you back. But right now, this energy is coming in, and we're fully supported by a wise and loving universe to come in and take another step yet again to our full potential. So thank you for joining me. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, I also do private readings. You can find me on zenkuda.com, where you can book a reading under services. And you can also find more of my work on this channel or on my social media at Zenkuda Soul Space on Facebook and Zenkuda Official on Instagram. I'm looking forward to merging with you and seeing you in the weeks and months ahead as I guide you through the astrology. Thank you so much. I'll be back in the Zenkuda community soon. And don't forget my podcast on Monday nights at 7 p.m. live. Thanks so much.